What if the decision you are about to make could shape the next 10 years of your life, and not in the way you are hoping? Dubai is one of the most talked about destinations in the world right now. Tax-free income, luxury lifestyle, endless opportunity. Millions of people are seriously considering making the move. But here is what the highlight reels never show you. There are 7 important realities and considerations that many newcomers only discover after they have already moved, after they have spent their savings, and after they start asking themselves what went wrong. Today, we are going to walk through all 7 of them, clearly, honestly, and without the usual noise. This is Strategic Dynamics Edge, the channel where real information meets real decisions. If you are new here, this is exactly the kind of content we put out every week. So hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. And if this video helps you or someone you know, please share it and drop a comment below telling me which of these 7 points surprised you the most. That kind of engagement genuinely helps this channel grow and helps more people find content like this. Now let us get into it. Before we go any further, I want to be completely transparent. This video is made purely for informational and educational purposes. Nothing here is legal, financial, immigration, or tax advice. Every person's situation is unique, and you should always consult qualified professionals before making any major life or financial decision. Laws, regulations, and policies in the UAE can and do change, so always verify current rules through official government sources. With that important note on the table, let us talk about what you genuinely need to understand. The first thing many people notice when they settle into life in Dubai is not the weather. It is the visible gap between different segments of the population. Many residents and long-term observers have noted that social and economic differences are highly visible in Dubai, reflecting the city's incredibly diverse workforce and wide range of income levels. As a skilled professional relocating from a Western country, you will likely find yourself in a relatively comfortable position. But every day, you will also be surrounded by workers in construction, sanitation, transportation, and service industries who are operating on entirely different economic realities. For many people who move here, thinking deeply about fairness and global inequality, this creates a quiet but persistent internal tension. It does not make Dubai worse than other major global cities. Similar dynamics exist in many places around the world, but in Dubai, it is particularly visible and particularly hard to ignore. Some people work through it over time. Others carry that tension with them for years. Now, this is where things start to get financially dangerous, and this is the part I really want you to absorb. Dubai is an environment that makes spending feel completely natural and completely normal. Luxury vehicles, weekend brunches running hundreds of dollars per person, private school fees in the 5-figure range per child per year, high-end apartments in premium locations, all of it is right there in front of you, constantly. And social media makes the pressure even more intense. You are surrounded both in person and online by people who appear to be living at an extraordinary level, and somewhere around your 3rd month, a voice in your head starts asking whether you should be keeping up. That is the exact moment the trap closes. Tax-free income sounds extraordinary on paper, but if you are spending every dirham you earn and quietly stretching a little more each month, you are not building anything. You are just burning through wealth in a more glamorous setting. People arrive with solid savings and leave 2 years later with less than they started, not because of some economic crash, because of lifestyle inflation, one quiet upgrade at a time. And that financial pressure does not stay in the bank account. It gets into your personal life too. Many expat couples report that the stress of relocation and adapting to a new environment can put real and significant pressure on relationships. When you think about why, it makes complete sense. Your family is far away. Your old friendships are reduced to phone calls and time zone gaps. Everything around you is unfamiliar. The work culture, the legal system, the social norms, the paperwork. That added weight sits on top of whatever a relationship was already carrying. Some couples go through all of it together and come out genuinely stronger, but many do not, particularly in those first few months when the novelty has worn off, but the stability has not yet arrived. Small cracks in a relationship can become serious fractures. If you are moving with a partner or a family, this deserves an honest conversation before you ever book a flight. Here is the pattern I want you to notice. Most of these problems, the spending spiral, the relationship strain, the feeling of being lost, they do not begin in Dubai. They begin before the move, because a significant number of people relocate to Dubai not because they have a solid, structured plan, but because something back home is not working. A political situation that feels hopeless, a business that has stalled, personal issues that have not been resolved. The hope is that a new city, a clean slate, will fix all of it. But a change of location does not fix a tax situation that was not properly structured before you left. It does not resolve a company setup that was rushed through without understanding the reporting obligations. And it does not repair personal or professional problems that were already there. What Dubai does is take everything that was fragile and put it under a much brighter, much more pressurized light. Now we get into territory that is genuinely important from a financial protection standpoint, and this one catches people off guard constantly. The moment you arrive in Dubai and begin attending networking events, you will be surrounded by a very specific kind of energy. Off-plan property agents, business setup consultants, investment opportunity promoters, all of them confident, all of them enthusiastic, all of them with something to sell. What many newcomers do not realize is that off-plan property agents in Dubai can earn commissions of 5 to 12% on a sale. That is a significant financial incentive, and it has very little to do with what is actually best for your investment portfolio. People with real capital end up buying whatever the most persuasive voice in the room was pushing, without doing proper independent research. The due diligence step gets skipped because everything feels exciting and the opportunity feels urgent. Take your time. Ask where fees are coming from. Seek independent advice from people whose income does not depend on your purchase decision. Now we reach the two areas where things can move from financially uncomfortable to genuinely serious. And these are the ones most people never learn about until they are already inside the situation. The UAE has cybercrime and online conduct laws that operate very differently from what most people coming from Western countries are used to. Public comments and online activity are subject to local laws, and there have been cases where social media posts and digital communications have led to legal consequences. It is important to understand local regulations thoroughly and to seek professional legal guidance when needed. What is considered protected speech or normal public expression in your home country may be treated entirely differently here. This is not about living in fear or self-censorship beyond reason. It is about knowing the rules of the environment you are operating in and respecting them accordingly. People who assume the norms of home automatically transfer across borders are taking a risk they do not need to take. And the final point is the one that creates the most immediate and practical disruption for people who are caught unprepared. The UAE has a legal mechanism that allows courts to restrict travel under certain civil and criminal conditions. In certain circumstances, unresolved financial or legal disputes may lead to court actions that can affect your travel status, both leaving the country and, importantly, entering it. This means that if you are abroad and a case has been filed without your knowledge, you could find yourself stopped at passport control the next time you attempt to land in Dubai. Regulations vary significantly by case and circumstance, So consulting qualified legal professionals and checking your status through official channels, such as the Dubai Police app, is something every resident and investor should do regularly. Clean contracts, documented communication, clear payment records, and proactive legal awareness are not optional extras in this environment. They are your first line of protection. Here is where we land. Dubai is not the wrong choice. For the right person, with the right preparation and the right mindset, it genuinely offers opportunities that are hard to find anywhere else in the world, but the distance between what people expect and what they actually experience is enormous, and that gap is almost always the result of arriving without a real plan. The people who do well here are the ones who structured their finances before they moved, who understood the legal environment they were entering, who had honest conversations about lifestyle and relationships, and who treated Dubai as a serious decision rather than an escape or an adventure. The ones who struggle are the ones who skipped those steps and assumed the city would take care of the rest. If this video gave you something to think about, the most valuable thing you can do right now is share it with someone who needs to hear it. A friend who is considering the move, a colleague who is looking at investing, anyone who would benefit from a clearer picture before making a major decision. Leave a comment below. I genuinely read every single one, and tell me which of these 7 points hit closest to home for you. If you want to keep getting content like this, subscribe to Strategic Dynamics Edge and turn on your notifications. We are here every week, cutting through the noise, giving you the information that actually matters. See you in the next one.